Do is cut this back at this node right here, right? Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamella, and on today's video I am doing something different, and it is showing you all of the plants that I currently have propagating. Yes, so this will include plants that are being water propagated, soil propagated, sphagnum moss propagated. Those are the 3 propagation forms that I personally use. So I'll be showing you every single plant, and I will also be propagating a new plant. So if you're interested in this, then keep on watching. Alright, welcome back. So there's a lot of plants on this table, as you may or may not be able to see. I have some Hoyas, I have some philodendrons, I have some monsteras, I have a ficus emigerd. So let's just jump right into this. Now, I will start off with I guess here. So the first plant I have actually propagating right now is this philodendron burley marks. I always mess that up. Philodendron burley marks. It's definitely already rooted, but I just want to show you one way that I propagate. And as you can see, there is a new leaf unfurling. So very happy about this. This plant is one it grows crazy. It grows all over the place, and it's very easy to propagate. I have propagated this in soil. I've also propagated this in sphagnum moss, and both have been successful for me. And I have this in one of these like plastic drink cups that you can get from the dollar store for a couple for $1. So this is the first plant that I have propagating, my philodendron burley marks. Next, I have in this here jar, I have a combination of some Monstera adansonii that I actually cut up in a video already. So these have rooted a while ago. I think this might be the second batch. I don't know. So this is my second batch that I actually need to get situated. So I have this in here, and I also have a philodendron micans under here, and that too has rooted. And also within the water, I don't know if it's gonna show up, there's a leaf, a new strand, node, branch, whatever you want to call it, that's growing in already. So this is the other plant that is getting propagated. This video might be a long one, so okay. Next would be my fiddle leaf fig tree, aka my ficus lyrata. It's spinning around because it has not established its roots yet, but there's a new growth that I sabotaged the growth of. You shouldn't do that. You should always let the plant grow, but I could not stand this branch. It was a failed attempt at notching, and it grew in beautiful large leaves, of course, but I was not happy with it. So I don't mind turning this into a whole new plant, and I have this inside of a soil mix. So this is the next plant that I have propagating in my home. I have this jar, and also I have to be careful. I don't want anything to fall. So I'm gonna move this aside for now. Remind me, guys, if I forget, and if you remind me too late, then oh well. Alright, anyways, so this next propagation jar, I have a what is this called? A pothos, oh gosh, what is this? God, I'm blanking on this. gosh, I can't think of this, but I also have a heart leaf philodendron here that has did this one create a new branch? Yeah, so I have another heart leaf also in here that's doing their thing, so no complaints from me, no complaints at all. So this is the next one. I'm really blanking on this. I can't think of what this is called, but I have one of these propagating too. So the next one I have propagating in a jar, and these all live, those two that I've showed and also this, they live on top of my one and only shelf. I will be having a second shelf, so I'm thinking of turning that one into a video of how I make a plant shelf video, because I did my first one and I'm gonna do it again the second time around. But I have this beautiful Syngonium white butterfly that, as you can see, vines and it's growing towards the light. I have this pretty far from an east facing window, and I have it living in water and it's fine in the water. I also have a Epiprynium aureum inside of here, so they live together. They beautiful. This is beautiful, and it's always constantly shooting out new growth. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Super Thrive and give this a bit of nutrients in the water so it can, you know, not be upset and struggle to unfurl its leaves. So this is the next plant that I have propagating in my home. I think this is the last propagating jar. Gosh, no, I have another one over there that I'll pan in sometime, some way, somehow. I'll pan. Alright, so this is my next one. You shouldn't really let your water get this green. I don't know why this decided to turn so green. I think it's mainly because it's so close to the window. So much algae has been forming. But in this one, I have my string of bananas. I have a string of hearts. I have a few of them in here. I have more Monstera adansonii in here. I also have another philodendron micans. I have some string of dolphins right here, and I also have a Pilea peperomioid. I have a golden pothos also. So those are the plants that are propagating in here. I've alternated with what's in here depending on what I need to root, but everything in here I believe is already rooted, because the roots just go so fast inside of my homes that I make that are like this. Guys, we're getting through this. We're getting through this. Alright. So next one I would definitely show you guys would be, you really can't see, but it is the tiniest, guys, the tiniest little green bud right there. And this is my string of hearts, and it's the Silver Glory Ceropegii woody. So I have that propagating in soil. I also have in soil propagating, it's already rooted in water, but I put it in soil, and I have this currently on a heat mat, and this is my baby pink princess philodendron. So I will really want you guys to see in this one. Let me zoom you in. Can you guys see all the tiny little baby new growths that's happening? Here's one, here's two, and there's a third one right here that's kind of like a quarter moon. Really pretty. And yeah, guys, so there's another one that's growing right here. Can you see that? So this is my pink princess philodendron that's rooting in soil mix. I also have a Hoya linearis that is rooting in soil. So you can root your Hoyas in different ways, and this is the perfect transition into the other Hoyas now that I am rooting. I'm rooting a variegated Hoya carrii in soil. This for sure I think already has established its roots. It's been in the soil for a few months now, but I'm not even gonna like attempt or ever dare to pull this out and see how the roots are, because once it's in soil, it's in soil. There's no point in disturbing the roots. So guys, those are everything that I have rooting in soil. I lied. The last plant I have rooting in soil is my Sansevieria Wellfin, my Sansevieria Masoniana, mammal swine. Yeah, I can't say it. Sansevieria pillow swine, mammal swine, Masoniana, mammal swine, whatever. So I have this rooting in soil, and I'm not gonna pull this up either, even though it's been in here for about 2 weeks now almost. There's no need to disturb this while it's doing its thing. So that is that for that. So like I said, Hoyas. I like to root my Hoyas, as you can see, in soil, but I also have recently been really loving rooting my Hoyas in sphagnum moss. So I'm gonna start off with the smallest baggie. This baggie I have rooting a Hoya Bertounoi. The roots for sure have established themselves. Let me show you all what this is looking like. Alright. Okay. So can you guys see the green healthy roots that are established? And there's roots here. This is a root. This plant is happy. I can definitely go ahead and plop this in a pot and also in soil, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm just gonna let it chill in here for some time until I've decided I'm ready to root this. But the length of these roots show that this is safe to get rooted. And I also have in here a little Hoya linearis, and as you can see, that's a root right there. So this has rooted inside of my sphagnum moss. What I love with like experimenting with different plants and seeing different ways of rooting them is seeing how they react. Instead of committing to one thing, you see how many other ones react. So this is like my Hoya rotundiflora inside of sphagnum chamber. It does not like it. I've tried this multiple different times. So this is trash actually. And it's always been the same outcome. So I know personally in my home, Hoya rotundiflora does not like to be propagated in just like sphagnum bags. So that's the first baggie. The second baggie, I have my compactas in here. So if I show you all, I have a rooted Hoya Mauna Loa. I don't want to pull this up because I don't want to disturb this until I'm ready to hack this. I also have a regular green wrinkly compacta that I'm letting live in here to 1, unwrinkle, and 2, to root, because I'm rerooting this plant and it was a cutting that I cut from another plant that wasn't doing too well. So I'm letting it do its thing inside of a sphagnum bag. What are some of your favorite like ways of rooting plants, and what plants are you currently rooting? Let me know. All right, so the third baggie, I have my Hoya australis Sanai. So that is in here too. I'm not even gonna bother to like pull it out because this is not rooted at all. It's only been in here for a couple of days now. So I do expect for this in maybe 2 weeks to be fully rooted, enough to be potted. The third baggie currently is housing my Hoya Hoya Honey. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys, but if you do, share it with the fam. Again, same thing. Sphagnum moss likes it. I have this on a heat mat to increase the humidity. You know, let some humidity out. Alright, gave it a little bit more CO2. And I'm going to let the oxygen exchange happen. The last plant that I am currently propagating is inside of this little bowl. This is a mixture of rooted Hoya linearis bits. I have a few in here. Some are rooted, some aren't, but I have a few Hoya linearis in here rooting. I also have a rooted Hoya curtsii, which really likes this humidity situation that I've provided for them. And yeah, again, there's just one more that I'm gonna try and show you all. It has my Obovada Hoya, and it has some, I think it's queen queen pothos. Something queen pothos. I can't think of it. It has that same pothos that I showed you earlier. It has that and some other pothoses in there and something else. But again, I'll show you all that as I'm talking now. And great. So that is it for this first portion. Wow, this is a long video. How long is this? Ooh, 18 minutes in. So I just want to show you guys this plant I am planning on repotting. This is my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. So this is how this looks. I remember I was talking so much trash about this plant, how it's one of the biggest regrets of 2019, but I took a step back and wanted to realize what is the problem with this plant. It was the substrate issue and also lighting issue I wasn't giving this plant. So now it's, like Submarine Oaks would say, a prolific grower. So what I'm gonna do is cut this back at this node right here, right? And I'm gonna take this. I don't like the sleeve, that's why I cut it there. The sleeve is a little damaged, so cut that off. Trash, I don't need it. This here, I'm gonna let it callus a little bit. I'm gonna give it a bit of rooting hormone, which you really don't need, and then I'm gonna stick it inside of this jar. It's not about the product. I never finished this drink and it rotted. It has disgusting like stuff happening to it, so I'm gonna stick this in here, clean this bottle, and this is gonna root, and I'm gonna have an extra Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, while here it's gonna create a new offshoot and it's gonna branch off. It might give 2 nodes or just 1, but again, it doesn't matter as long as, you know, it does its thing. Fucking dogs. So guys, that's it. This is everything. This is all. Thank you so much for listening to me sharing all of the plants that I'm currently propagating in my collection. And if you have any questions, maybe about the hot soil mix that I make, or the water that I use inside of the containers, you can ask me that too. And I'm willing to help anyone who has questions or make videos further detailing things. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already. Join this little kooky family because we're pretty awesome here. And I'll see you on the next one. Let's get growing.